And you have a topic for us to cover today. What are we going to talk about?
I think we've been talking around different people who are political, apolitical, over political, and all of that. But I don't want to talk about politics. I want to talk about one person in particular who doesn't go with the mainstream. Whether the mainstream is right or left, it doesn't make a difference. This is Bill Maher. Now, he is a lifelong Democrat. He has declared he's not changing to anything but remaining a Democrat. I wrote this book, Real Men Don't Go Woke. I have all these tabs, one, two, three, four, five, six, seven places where Bill Maher is mentioned. And you wouldn't think that in a book like this, he would be mentioned. But this guy, I may not agree with all of his politics, but he is what I define to be a real man. Why? Because he stands up and says what he feels, even though it may not win great applause from his own side or the other side. For example, he has been hating on Trump for so long. And I watch his show, and those are the parts that I delete, I block out, I put on mute. I don't want to hear any hate language. Well, that's me. I watch it late at night. I don't want to hear hate language. But when it comes to his knowledge of relationships, he is genius. And for a guy who's never been married, he knows women and he knows men. Let me just tell you a couple of things that I took out for him. He talked about when the Kansas City Chiefs was having a game, and he noted that Taylor Swift and her good friend from the other side were not sitting together for the first time. And it was Brittany Mahomes. And they were like very, very close. And he believed it was because they didn't agree. Taylor was 100% for Biden, and Brittany was 100% for Trump. And he said, why are they taking this to the personal level that they're going to be arguing the best friends? Since that time, seems like that's a non-issue for them. And I'm so glad to know that. But I put it in my book because he talked about how mean girls are. And he said, that's no way to be. So then he talked about, there's so many parts here. He was talking about sex dolls. And in my book, I talk about how men are dropping away from intimacy purposely so that they won't be hurt. They won't have anything to do with women anymore, but that's not an answer. And he writes in his book, never make love to someone you have to unplug to clean. I thought that was brilliant. That's a brilliant statement. And he makes fun of all the garbage that we are going through in our relationships. Um, uh, oh, and he's talking about women are getting equal I said women are getting equal opportunities. And then he says, someone is working on a male companion to the female robot, the female sex doll, with a huge penis that ejaculates face moisturizer from Sephora. If guys felt inadequate earlier, I say, wait till Henry gets back on the market. And I had some fun with what Bill was saying. Ultimately, at the end of the book, I mean, he has all these brilliant statements about men and women, and he's saying, if you want to get with a woman, guys, talk to her. Stop with these little post-it notes and these texts. Stop the texting. Talk to a woman. And you're finding that more and more men are reluctant to talk to women because they're being cut down. So women have to get their act together and stop cutting men down if they really want to get a man. But at the very end, he says something that I ended the book on, talking about how we just consider men are like decaffeinated tea. They have a little bit of caffeine, a little bit of toxic, a little bit of woke, but the whole picture of them is wonderful. But
Yeah.
understand that nobody's going to find the perfect man anywhere. And he says that in his book. And I thought that was a perfect way to end my own book. So, as far as I am concerned, Bill Maher may talk about going one way or the other. He is not woke. He says woke is asinine. And he says men have to do their part, be real men. And to that, I say he's a real man.
Well, I think that that was a great Gildagram altogether in that long monologue. Best place to go is drgilda.com and look forward to chatting with you tomorrow.
I wonder who's going to take out the word penis.
All right.
He used it in his
Oh,
language.
they won't take it out. You're
Uh,
listening to the special simulcast, the Neil Haley Show.